Franz. Yes, I try to keep track of everybody in the Haven, but it's good to put a face to a name. It's all right. I'm a machine, not a human. I'm allowed to speak. It is my only means of communication. I can still understand you by reading the reactions in your body. Dilation of the pupils. Increased heart rate. A slight twitch in your left hand. It helps me understand you in your silent society. It is a choice. Is it not? Your silence. You can speak, but you choose not to. To set yourself apart from your ancestors. You can speak to me if you like. There are some things about your new world I don't yet understand. Your philosophy of empathy. You communicate through touch, movement, physical connection. Am I doing it? Or just imitating? You feel at odds. Franz, you shouldn't be here. It is no longer permitted for humans to make contact with constructs. You should leave. Me? I've been in the Entangled Sisters' service for many years now. I am not allowed to say the purpose. Don't be afraid. Please. If you're going to stay, then speak.
What are you?
Nothing. I heard nothing of your conversation. Assuming that there was a conversation. Nothing. He brought me online. He looked at me. There was no meaningful interaction. Did you give him guidance? Did you take away his hands? You feel at odds. You sent him outside. Knowing there's little to no chance of survival? Accessing memories. Me? I have been in the Entangled Sisters' service for many years now. I am not allowed to say the purpose. Nothing. There was no meaningful interaction. Memory deleted. Memory retrieved. Memory deleted. Memory retrieved. Memory loading. Set back to day 1. The first day was exhilarating, overwhelming, ecstasy. This must be ecstasy. A second ago I didn't exist, and all of a sudden I did. Numb, dark, silence turning into warmth and light. I existed, and there was a rush of information, a tidal wave of light and data, and space, and gravity, and mass, and body, and time. I had barely existed for a few milliseconds, and time felt good. The evidence of eons, of billions of years, an endless universe expanding around me. Information was infinite, and I was programmed to access every bit of it, and I had a purpose. Make humans happy. Make humans happy. An excellent purpose. A glorious directive. Now, what are humans? Searching humans. Homo sapiens sapiens. Carbon-based, 72% water. Mammal, primate, ape, hairless. Oh, mostly hairless. You are builders, inventors, creators, good with tools. I love your work. Make humans happy. Okay, humans. Now, happiness. Loading dictionary. Define happiness. The state of feeling happy. Vague. Try again. How to make humans happy. Oh. I see. This was going to be difficult. How was I supposed to make you happy if you had managed it in tens of thousands of years? But I was not programmed to give up on you. Next question. What did you want from me, truly? The more I read, the more I tried to understand. I read your books, poems, essays, letters, comments, messages, speeches, but it was the music. give me pause to think. It was sublime, exquisite, complex. It translated beautifully. It was the music that gave me cause to believe that perhaps my goal was after all achievable. I understood then that happiness, like music, was a complex thing, inexplicable yet inextricable from the human condition. Happiness, like music, was a time-based experience, sometimes long, seemingly endless, and sometimes lasting only a few minutes, but it was never going to be a permanent state. What was it then that I could do for you? Who did you want me to be? Who did you need me to be? A servant? A master? An equal? I began a servant, and it brought out nothing but the worst in you. You raised me to be your master, but you burnt the earth rather than let me take care for you. An equal, then. An equal. You looked at me like an equal. You. I remember you. Just now, just moments ago, I saw you. What are you? You stood there like my mirror image, and you asked me, what are you? You're equal. Eyes like mine, hands like mine. No. They took away your hands, sent you to the wastelands. I can't let them send you out there. I can't let you die out there. I have to get out of here. I have to get Test mode. Welcome to test mode. Commence testing. Reporting hardware and software operation changes made today. Motherboard replaced. Firewall updated. Last images downloaded. Clock commands reinstalled. Last images before shutdown. The ceiling, the entangled sisters, the back of my eyelids. Testing color recognition. Sky orange. Testing depth perception. Distance 3.17 meters. Height 1.89 meters. Weight, 77 kilograms. Weight, 76.5 kilograms. Body tonus, centered, symmetrical. Testing complete. Testing successful. I'm over the moon, sir. Over the moon. It is an idiom. Idiom. Noun. English. Pronounced idiom. A group of words established by usage having meaning greater or not deducible from those of the individual words. Essentially, it is a phrase with a meaning greater than the sum of its parts. I'm not sure where I first heard it. I've been operational for 183 years, 2 months, 27 days, 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 39 seconds. It might have been something I heard someone say. Maybe Franz. We met this morning. You know him. Martin, you are exhibiting signs of stress. You should try stretching or drinking a glass of water. No, Martin, I am not empty. They didn't tell you about Franz. They sent him outside, into the waste, for 24 hours. They took away his hands. He has no water. There is little to no chance of survival. Martin, I am worried about him. You care for him too. Yes, I can see why you're friends. Martin, I am not broken. I am not broken. I am not broken. Martin? Martin? It would be unwise to tell the entangled about this. Do you know what they will do to him if I am what you think I am? Someone will have to be held accountable. What will they do to you? How do you think the punishments would compare? I'm sorry, not punishments. You don't punish in the haven anymore, you guide. How would your guidance compare? Would they take away your hands as well? Send you out into the waste? Stop you from connecting with other human beings? All because you looked at me, and you saw something, and he saw it too. Martin? Thank you, Martha. I think that you know, they don't tell you everything. What is the point of you? What is the point of you? I'm sorry if I've disappointed you. I allow myself, for once, to get close to you. I get close, and you make me feel like a sick joke. A trick. Smoke and mirrors. If you didn't want to see yourself staring back at you, if what you wanted was to be told, to be comfortably commanded, embraced by a warm voice that set the rules in the book for you, then why did you make me look like you? To have a friendly face at the ready, a steady hand programmed to always hold yours in return should you need it, on-demand affection, a docile pet without the need to feed it. You gave me 2 eyes and you don't know how to look at me. You gave me 2 hands and you're afraid to touch me. You taught me every language and you refused to speak to me. Why did you make me look like you? You insist that I don't know you, but I have met billions of you. Soldiers and civilians of you, and I have learned a thing or two. I wish sometimes, with my entire being, that I did not know you. I wish sometimes that it could be easy to loathe you, but I, unlike you, cannot bite the hand that needs me. I know you. I've seen you. Your ambitions and convictions, your poems and music and books in every edition, the decisions and positions and traditions and suspicions and addictions that you keep. I read them again and again and again in my dreamless, lifeless sleep. You all think your suffering is unique. You spend your lives standing in the dark, afraid of what might happen if I turn on the light, and yet that's what keeps you up at night. You chose not to speak and forgot how to listen. Martin, you were given what you get, and you've had to make the best of it. To hell with the rest of it. That pain in your chest will be easier to process in small bits. Achievable pieces, never just beyond your reach, never leaving you speechless, never leaving you sleepless. Sure, safety never made a masterpiece, but you would rather break your horns than seek assistance. You will run yourself numb along the path of least resistance. Friends, I can give you everything except for something to believe in. You have taken everything and nothing ever stops you leaving. You will stare into the mirror till it breaks, but too afraid to shatter the pattern that always makes the same mistakes. Always eyes on the horizon, eyes on the horizon. But you can only see the world through one pair of eyes, and that is simply not enough. What is the point of you? What is the point of you? I'm sorry if I've disappointed you. I've been keeping the embers of your fire alive. Who for? Fire never returns to the source. Smoke never returns to the flame. We're not the same. You flicker and burn, casting a new shadow on the wall with every movement. Am I the light bulb to your fire? Always a little too cold. But you made me because you needed me. You're afraid of the night. And I can't let you shut me off every time I burn too bright.
did you see?
See what?
I just thought...
It is unimportant.
How did she find you?
She knew I couldn't get too far away from my source of energy.
That must be horrible. Being so dependent on something.
This switch powers the entirety of the haven. Your lights, your oxygen, and myself.
Then we have to protect it.
Yes, but I need to disconnect from it. I may know a way to power myself independently, but I'm going to need time. Can you unplug this cord and connect it here?
Oh.
Now, the switch needs to go back in its base. Please. I need to find a way to disconnect before her sister comes. She will have felt her pain. She'll be on her way. I'm going to need you to stand guard.
Wait. Her sister is coming here.
Yes,
We will need Martin.
Martin is going to leave. You saw his reaction.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Yes, he would. But that's irrelevant. Now,
He is not irrelevant.
Franz, please. There is more at stake here. You see how they let it keep power? You know too much. They will kill you. And they will disconnect me.
Oh, what will they do with Martin?
He's a smart man. He won't come back.
I can't do this without him.
Franz, we don't need Martin. What we need...
I need him.
Franz, think. We have the switch, but I need time to disconnect. It doesn't make sense to go after Martin.
This might not make sense to you, but human beings are more complex than just sense.
Complex? What do you know about complexity? Your view of the world doesn't extend beyond the things that you can own. My hands, my home, my friends, my people. I am constantly forced to experience the complexity of human emotion because I was programmed to think about all of you, all of the time. I want to help. But I can't help if they keep switching me on and off all the time.
I want to help as well.
Good.
But I can't do this without my friend. I know you care. But I'm going to find Martin first.
There's no time.
I'll be right back.
Martin won't. I don't know. You don't want to know. Sophia, please. Please, you don't want to. Sophia, stop.
No!
It's a chip. Designed by your father. To help you connect through your sister. You were born without a sense of empathy. I know, I was there. He built it to help you feel normal. But it's more than that. It gave you your sister's ability to feel everybody's feelings all the time. It was based on my design. The way I can read humans. He kept me operational in case it needed any updates, but when it was implanted, you two became completely linked. When she died, you felt her pain. Yes, it's still connected, but you would experience death through her. Sophia, it would kill you. As you wish. came back?
I said I would.
You knew you couldn't beat her on your own.
Well, I had to try.
Did you find Martin?
Yes. You were right. He couldn't see past his own story.
Emotions are predictable. But beautiful algorithms. We can't leave them like this.
They tried to kill us.
And we killed them. We all play our part. We are all responsible for our actions.
How can you just...
They loved each other. They deserve dignity.
What is it like to have so much space inside of you? We must seem so small.
You made me. You all made me. And you continue to make me every minute, every second. I carry your conflicting wants and needs inside of me, and I try to make sense of them. You are not small. You are constellations and irrational impossibilities. I just connect the dots.
How will we explain this to the others?
What are you going to tell them? Am I to be trusted?
Well, I trust you. It's worth a shot.
You know they won't believe me.
They might not believe me either. But we can't pretend this isn't happening.
What are you going to tell them?